Flashback.
P3 will be back to being the kings of Persona.
Keep dreaming, Obama. All you die-hard Persona 3 fans need to wake up. Atlas doesn't care about your Boo-hoo remake. Do you not see their schedule? They would have no manpower to make a Persona 3 remake right now, even if they wanted to.
Imagine if Persona 3 fixed some of its social link problems and made Tartarus have more design with having gameplay more like Persona 5 Royal. It will easily be no debate the best Persona game because it already has the best cast of characters and story.
They are going to have to do a lot of work to fix the mess of that game. Don't you realize they just ported Persona 3 already to new platforms? If they really cared about a Persona 3 remake, they would have just released the remake instead of the worst port possible.
I was right all along. I told you every single video the P3 remake is real. And now it's finally confirmed. There is no denying the facts anymore. Persona 3 is returning and back to being the king. My GOAT, the best Persona game of all time. Persona 3 can't be topped, and now that this remake is real, the debate is finally over. No more will I have to hear about my game being washed and outdated. No more of hearing Donald and Sleepy Joe Big Mouth about why P3 won't get a remake. Look who is laughing now. Fools, this will be the most solded, most played Persona game in history. The P3 remake will be taught in classes. You will need to have to play the P3 remake to even get a job. It's such a wonderful day in life knowing that Yuki will finally get the king treatment he deserves. I love you, Yuki. I'm going to seriously cry right now. This is for real, making me so emotional. I told my family I'm all buying them copies of the P3 remake when it releases. My life will forever change after the remake drops.
Breaking news. Former President Barack Obama has been going crazy across the nation, with tons of reports of citizens spotting planes flying by and dropping what seems like a care package to millions of Americans across the nation. It seems everyone is receiving a video game called Persona 3 Reload. Whatever this message might mean, who knows? But it seems to be stirring things up in our nation right now, with reports of both Biden and Trump not pleased at all with this act Obama has done. Trump and Biden both have released statements saying they both plan to sit down privately with Obama to discuss this situation. All of this in the midst of a heated election between Biden and Trump. So who knows just how positive this interaction will go? This has been your breaking news. Be safe out there, America.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, what can I say? This is such a damn masterpiece. Like, really, I can't thank whoever God or whoever was responsible above to bless us with the game of the century. Time and time again, I went to bed thinking to myself if this is even real or not. But I can confirm everyone they have done it. This is the greatest Persona game of all time, hands down. And the debate is finally over. You know, it really just makes me so emotional just thinking about this every time. This game is literally lightning in a bottle. It's got so much love, so much flavor, and honestly just peak cinema. I'm just so thankful to be alive and being able to experience a life-changing experience. Anyone and everyone needs to play Persona 3 Reload, if they haven't already. This is deeper than just gaming. This is proof that gaming is a literal form of art, something you can just look at and enjoy, but something you can also use to reflect on yourself. I always hear people say, what a time to be alive, and you know what? I think I might have to agree. Because if I wasn't able to be here today, experiencing the gaming experience of a lifetime, I'd rather just be dead. I've been waiting for this day so long, maybe too long, but I just can't stop crying. Thank you, Jesus. I really can't thank you enough. This is the greatest video game of all time.
You have to be fucking kidding me right now, Obama.
Long time no see, buddy. How's the family been? Has any of the kids been enjoying the masterpiece of the century?
So you think this is some type of game? You were on the goddamn news, Obama? Just gloating and celebrating all about your little baby P3?
You mad? Sounds like somebody's jealous to me. You just can't handle the fact that I was right the entire time. Just cope, buddy, because there's going to be a lot of it going around today. This is the newest episode of The Obama Show, so buckle up and prepare.
Man, what type of shenanigans are you up to, Obama? I swear the both of you make it damn near impossible to run this country.
This country was already on track to fail. But now with the release of P3 Reload, life will be restored all across the globe. And I highly advise making P3 Reload a graduation requirement to complete high school.
Like Sleepy Joe, do you hear this bullshit? I swear with this fucking Obama, always ruining everything. Just why does life have to be like this?
Today we don't want to hear a word from you, Donald, because you already said enough. And buddy, it's time to cook you.
Now, I haven't completely finished my first run yet, so don't go spoiling the ending. But up to the point where I'm at, it has been such an intriguing experience.
You know what? Let's just look back at just all the things you two both ever said about P3, and then I'm going to explain why P3 Reload is the greatest game of all time.
If it's going to make you stop dropping more P3 Reload copies in my lawn, then yes, just do it already.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to reveal the masterpiece. First things first, we have to all admit to ourselves that Full Moon, Full Life is the greatest Persona opening of all
There's
time.
seriously little to no debate on this. You have to watch this 100 times to really appreciate the art of this masterpiece. This is just peak, folks. When I saw this opening for the first time, I knew Atlas cooked with this remake. Full Moon, Full Life is an S-tier opening, and we can all agree on that. This song is an emotional roller coaster that I will never skip or not ride. With that said, can we talk about just the glow-up of each character? The glow-ups of For Real Insane from the OG to Reload, that it needs to be appreciated. Just look at Scott the Woz. Yes, a simple design, but the glow-up is noticeable. And now I get to finally appreciate Chihiro and all of her intelligence in 4K. Kurosawa, Akinari, Yuko, Ayase, Tanaka, Nutats, and many more are just God-tier glow-ups. I could literally sit here all day and just talk about how peak everything is down to every detail. But for your sake, I'm going to give you all the Obama summary, and if you aren't convinced that P3 Reload still isn't your GOAT, then I guess you really are a part of the loss. Time and time again, I preached that if this remake was real, that it would open the eyes to the world.
My eyes are closed, Obama.
I mean, it's nice, Obama, but come on, really? You think this is better than P5?
I told you two to just hush and listen. Time to speak is over. It's time for the GOAT to speak.
Obama, I don't care what you say. The fact that the answer wasn't at release and now being DLC for $40 damn is a fucking joke. It's laughable that you sit here and ignore this.
Donald, you try to find any way to downplay this gaming phenomenon. There's so many factors like the Xbox Game Pass deal, which Xbox players are eating so good off. Reload is easily a premium gaming experience that's worth every penny. And it's finally time for the Obama summary to be revealed. From the time you first boot this game up to the time you finish it will be a journey of a lifetime. All the new features, visuals, and mechanics. I have to say this is the way to play Persona 3. Don't get me wrong, the OG is still a masterpiece of its era, but this is the newest GOAT on the block. From getting new beautiful free roam scenes to the new updated soundtrack, from the love and attention to detail and bringing memes alive into this game. Junpei talking about tartar sauce, Akihiko being a protein moron,
How about we add some protein?
Shinji being a total badass. You can just see that each and every single member of C's was taken up to another level. Being able to watch TV, cook with members, or maybe even have some tea time with Mitsuru. I didn't even mention that every male member has their own side story, and gosh, each one is peak. I feel like if you didn't finish all of them, then you seriously can't comprehend how peak Reload. That's not the only thing that makes Reload stand out from P3 Fez. I mean, that should be the biggest difference between the two is the gameplay in Tartarus. It's a night and day difference. Atlas outdid themselves with this one. Tartarus got the biggest glow-up I've ever seen. I literally cried just looking at how incredible each block floor is in this game. To be honest, if I had to rank them, to me, Block 6 is the best in the game, with Block 5 and 4 following it right up. Mounted passages, mounted doors, beautiful and outstanding Durgi attacks, end-of-battle screens, border floors, gatekeepers. They even have a new greedy shadow. Like I can go all day just naming. Tartarus is honestly the best and most consistent dungeon in the series now with Reload. But to wrap up my summary, I want to talk about the biggest point on why P3 is the best in the series. Time and the way it's used in this game is just so perfect. Time is literally everything about life. Wrapped with suicide, depression, and the whole theme of overcoming your fear of death. Facing death head on is breathtaking, and will have you reflect on your own life. Time is something we can never get back. Make sure to capitalize on any opportunity you have, whether that's meeting a new friend, hanging with a family member, or asking that girl on date. Whatever it is, I want you all to remember that time, and what presents you today doesn't last forever. And when that time is done and over, I want you to be able to look back with no regrets, be able to cherish that time you had, those memories you made, even with the good or bad. Stay course and stay on your path, on your journey. Just trust me, never give up. I don't want to take too much of your time today, and since this is a spoiler-free video, this game has the best main character, best cast, best music, best animations and gameplay, best enemy types, best final boss, best visuals and writing. And it's still a harder game than P4G and P5 Royal. So, overall as a whole, this is a 10 out of 10. When we look back, years from now, we will recognize this game as one of the greatest ones of all time. One that I know I will cherish and love forever. Thank you, P3, for changing my life for the better. Every day of my life, I will never forget the bond I forged with this game. This will last forever.
Hope you all enjoyed, because I couldn't even count the amount of times I puked from this.
Like and subscribe, and don't forget to get you a fresh new copy of P5 Tactica.
See you all on the next episode of The Obama Show. Good night, everyone.